Wait for some people to get in here. Is this John? He got the canine. What up, guys? Jimmy, my boy. I miss you. I just had to hand in some complaints. I had to complain. It is you! I seen the supervisor, or the canine. I said, I hope that's him. How you doing? Yo, they fucking arrested me. Yo, pros arrested me.
No, really?
I swear to God, for telling somebody to not consent to a search. I said, don't let him search you. Tell him to kick rocks. She came running over, telling me I can't talk, acting like she was allowing me to record. Tried to say that I was filming kids one day because I was down here, and I fixed it. I corrected. I'm like, you know I wasn't filming kids.
Yeah.
I was filming the chief who was running from me. And she was like, no. And then she was like, yeah. And after you told us that, we allowed you. I said, you're not letting me do anything. I said, you can't stop me.
No.
Like, and if you would, I could say don't consent to a search. You should have just kept searching him. You shouldn't have ran over and yelled at me and threatened me, because then it turned into a pissing match. Like, I'm not going to sit here and bow down to you just because you want me to stop. Like, if he wants you to stop searching him, he has that right. I have my right to stand. I was like 40 feet away, dude, and she charged me with interfering.
So how many, didn't you get arrested somewhere else?
Yeah, now I got that going. The same charges. I got the same, but the other one was like like this one. People are on the fence. They're like, you shouldn't have said anything. I'm like, yeah, but we live in America. You know what I mean? I can say something.
So you know what sucks? And I think it's mom and like, I know you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like,
Yeah, and I'm fair though. I'm fair with everybody. I just talked to Rivera.
Here's the game you're in, kind of, not like a game. Like, I don't, like, what you're in is good, like, because it can be lucrative, right? But you know, like the content that's, me and you could have a talk for an hour.
Yeah.
It'll probably 100 people might watch it, right?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna give two shits.
No, they don't.
But if you like get some content where like something else happens or you get in an argument,
Yeah.
I say you caused the whoever.
Yeah.
That thing gonna get 50,000 views.
No, you're right.
So now, like,
You're
you
absolutely
gotta
right.
provide the content, right? But
You gotta
now,
do
the thing is, like,
mixing
I
it.
say it like this. I say it like this. Like, you go, like you go out with everybody, right?
Yep.
You do something, you stand up, you get into trouble, you do the right thing. You fight your case alone.
That's what I'm doing, bro. You know, I got 3 cases right now in 3 separate courts
like,
for all stuff I didn't do
I'm
though.
not saying you did it right or wrong.
No, I know, and
there might be a million people pumping you up. Like,
yeah,
hell yeah.
yeah, no.
Guess what? When you go to get a rain, you gotta do that shit alone.
Oh yeah, no, nobody's there.
You gotta get, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Well, I'm lucky because there's another dude. Have you seen the other dude
I
around?
give you props for having the balls to come out here and do it.
Yeah.
But then you take on like everything extra
That comes with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I'm dealing with it now. I'm learning.
Well, I wouldn't, like, I'm not an internet guy, right? But from saying, and people can say whatever they want, but it's easy for somebody to pump you up, right?
Yeah.
Because then now they don't gotta go out there and they don't gotta catch the court case.
No, they're not missing work.
Say you're right or you're wrong, right? If you're right, it's gonna take forever.
Oh yeah, we're gonna. Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no.
If you're wrong.
Well, and the thing is this is what pisses me off,
Like,
dude.
I get it. Like, at least you stand on it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a believer. Like, if I stand on something.
Yeah, you standing on 100. Yeah, you seem like that dude though. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you're right though. It takes forever. And the thing is cops always, and I'm not saying you or anybody here, but cops always say, oh well, court will figure it out. Even if it's right or wrong, court will figure it. And it's not like you go to court and court's like, wow, these people really messed up. We're gonna drop these charges. You still have to fight those charges and still prove you're innocent. It's not like they're not handing me nothing. Like they know they're wrong.
I'm no angel. I didn't grow up no angel. I take arresting people serious, right? Because I know the court process, right? I know.
I respect that though.
I'm tying up a year of your life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if I'm tying up a year of your life where you're gonna miss work, it's like.
It's got to be worth it.
Not even. It's like fucking like literally like I'm taking your livelihood.
Oh yeah.
So the whole idea of like fuck it, let the court figure out.
Isn't right. No, hell no.
You're gonna get arraigned, right?
Yep.
It's not gonna be like you go there once, twice,
No.
4 times. You're gonna next year. Right?
You know the system.
Right, wrong, or different. You're gonna miss work. You're gonna have to go to court. You're gonna get postponed. You're gonna have to. It's not like.
And if you're wrong, and if you're right, it's even worse because like when I went to Norwich a couple weeks ago, it was for creating a public disturbance. I literally filmed the Domino's driver when he drove by and said, "Oh, that was it." He locked his brakes up, backed up, started talking shit, and I said, "Listen, I don't want to talk to you because he caused some trouble with me earlier.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not messing with you, dude. Like, if I was you, I'd be acting right now too, because I called his work, everything, because he was acting nuts.
Dude, like, honestly, like, I don't, like, you can see the fake, right? Like, if I was sitting here talking like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, sir, how's your day? Come on, dude.
Yeah,
Who
no.
talks like that? Like,
Nobody.
Hey, like, who the fuck?
Well, most of the time I walk up and they either drive away or they just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, and even if I try to talk to them, like, respectfully, like, a lot of them just won't. They can't even get a name out of them. I've sat here and went back and forth with Salvatore for like 15 minutes one day over his name, and he kept telling me, "Oh, I want to help you. What are you doing?" But I'm like, I just need your name, bro. That's all I need for help, and he refused to give it to me. That's the hard part, because I watch people, they see the comments and they get gassed up. Yo, they're like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go get, like, they get pumped up. And I shut people down all the time in the comments like, yo, if you want to do that, go do it. And everybody's got a camera these days. I'm not your puppet. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah, exactly. But
Like,
it's just like, dude, like, I'm not saying, like, I think you're doing it. You're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're taking a risk and you're saying this.
and I follow through with everything I do. There's a lot of people that don't follow through. Yeah. Like, I just left from writing complaints there, yo, like, on people, like, and change. Just a better connection between the public and the police.
Honestly, it's just like somebody like, you're doing this shit for a long ass time.
Yo, and you know what about you? I can't even lie. When I put videos of you up, I think I swear to God on everything, I think one person has hit me up and been like, yo, I don't like him, he's a scumbag. But everybody else is like, yo, John's my roommate praises you. Like, you know Artie Howlett? That's my roommate. Like, he loves you. He's
Dude, it's like, I'm not a perfect person, right? And I'm lying to you saying I'm perfect.
Yeah,
Some
no.
people, you're gonna catch me. We're just gonna butt heads. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna be respectfully butt heads with you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna butt heads.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna do some cheesy shit where I don't like you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's corny.
Yep.
You know what I'm
It is. I respect it.
this job, I'm not ever gonna use this job as like a coward. That's
Leverage. Yeah.
coward, right?
I feel that.
If I butt heads with you, you're like, yo, fuck you, Johnny. I'm like, fuck you, okay? Fuck
Yeah, but if you do it right, you do it right.
So fuck both of us, and we're never gonna agree. But
No, but you as a cop is still gonna, I know you'll still do your job right. If that person still needed something, I knew you'd still help them. Because there's people all the time like, oh, well, don't ever call the police because they're never gonna. I'm like, yo, you think they'd really do that? I said, even the worst cop, I said, still gonna show up and do their job. Like,
I said, like a while ago, like it's my moral, me personally, right?
yeah.
I gotta look at myself. If a call came over and I didn't like the person I want to go, I'm a fucking coward.
Absolutely.
I'm never going to sleep coward.
Yeah.
I could go
I respect
there
it.
and be like, yo, you're a piece of shit, don't even bother. I know I did the right thing. That's it, dude.
Yeah.
And people can say, what kind of world would you have, though, if you couldn't say what you want to the police? Like, they really think
There's countries like that.
you know what I mean? Like, do you really want a world like that?
No.
You don't want a world like that where you can't express your opinion?
I want freedom. I want America, not like it was in the beginning, but like, yo, we have rights. I feel like everybody's forgetting their rights. I feel like they should teach this stuff in school to kids. Like, and I feel like it's important because there's a lot of cops that do the opposite of what you do and are like, yo, you gotta let us search you. We need your ID. We're gonna arrest you. Like, and if they can't, they'll make up something bogus to get that ID or to get what they need.
Like, your rights.
Yeah.
Rights, like,
We're born with these. Like, yeah, it's.
know them inside out, man, because
And it'll save a lot of people from a lot of trouble. And I feel like there's a difference on both sides where it's just about, that's what it's like. You asked about the end game. It's so everybody understands. You know what I mean? We get our rights. You guys know our rights. Everybody gets along. If I do something and I got to get arrested and you got to arrest me, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm going to be mad at myself because I did it. It's not, the police aren't out. I mean, it's not your job to pin me with something. It's, if I did something, I'm going to own it. You know what I mean?
Everybody gets along if it's always played fair. The minute it's not,
Yeah.
it's not fair.
Somebody doesn't.
Very rarely do you see people that fucked up saying, "Oh, that's bullshit. They're lying."
Yeah.
I don't care what people say. I don't care what the movies say.
Yeah.
Those people, when they fuck up, they say,
Yeah.
"You got me. I fucked up."
Yeah.
Now, if you do some bullshit, and that's when they're like, "Nah, fuck that."
Yeah.
That did not go down.
That's where I'm at right now. Yo, 3 cases. 3.
Yeah, like you, dude. You've been inside. How many people really were like, "Yo, I'm fucking it"?
There's you meet a bunch of people like that, but there's still, it's like a mix.
But the majority of people
Are like, I owned it. You know what I mean? And you know the people that are sitting there saying, oh, I didn't do it. Let me read your case. You know what I mean? Let me see for myself because I'm not just going to take your word.
For the most part, dude,
Most people are like, I effed up. I'm going to take it. Like, you know what I mean? I think years. Last time I went to jail, 5.5 years. I wasn't saying, damn, Willie, police really got me this time. I said, I'm an idiot, and I changed my life. You know what I mean? It was my fault I went to jail. It was my fault my bond was $250,000. It was my fault I had to miss 5 years of my kid's life because I did something stupid. But I was just grateful that I found the change. You know what I mean? And it wasn't prison that changed me for se, but it was going through the system, going in, getting dirty urns, getting in fights, losing my contact visits with my daughter. Like, that's what really changed it. Having to watch my daughter grow up through the glass and the phone. Like, that's pathetic, man.
A lot of it too came with maturity, though. When you're young.
Yeah. Well, and I was strung out. You know what I mean? When from 18 till I went to jail for that whole time, I was messed up on drugs. So I didn't have time to get right.
As men, like, we're dumb.
Oh yeah, we are.
A couple times to be like, oh,
yeah.
Like,
I'm just grateful because I got boys that I grew up with that are still touching the stove. You know what I mean? There's people that are gonna hold on to that stove till the day they die, and it's sad.
At any point, dude, like, it could break. Like at any point, you can figure it out, right? Like, that's the only hope. Is like, dude, nobody, like me, locking people up pointless, right? Like, there has to be a consequence. There does have to be.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna be able to rehabilitate somebody by locking them up, unless it's like a.
Well, and they changed the whole system, dude. When I was getting locked up 10 years ago, I had to go in there and detox every time. I was miserable. Now they have free, and I'm not saying it's wrong, but they got free phone calls, which is awesome. They don't go in and really detox anymore. They give you you could get on methadone or Suboxone and stay on it while you're inside. Like, so I feel like they're like, going in and detoxing was a big part of it for me, because every time I went in, I was so sick I wanted to kill myself.
Isn't the whole point, like, in theory, like, locking somebody up is like a timeout, right?
Yeah.
But you're saying, like, a lot of times they're saying, like, all right, this person doesn't have the tools to realize that they made a bad decision.
Yep.
But yet, you don't give them the tools. So what's going to happen when they go out?
Exactly. Yo, prison in Connecticut has nothing set up for anything for when you get out. I mean, they make you do these dumb little programs, but they're nothing that's going to help you get set up to get out.
If you want them, you don't know how many people came across they want them like drugs. They literally don't know how, right?
Yep.
So, okay, they get locked up and they do kick the habit because they have to. But they didn't get to what caused the habit, right? Like, they didn't get to the root of the addiction. So they come out again, and now they're addicted again. And
doing the same thing.
Dude, it doesn't stop
until
they die. Like,
I wish I could bring you guys into the prison and show you the jail drug programs. Like, I did legit, that was another reason I never wanted to do that it was a 6-month program, bro. It took me 2 years to complete it. I kept getting kicked out. The first time I was in, Christmas Eve 2015, this kid told on 8 of us. We all went down for dirty urines, and I beat him up on the way to do the urines, and that's why I got in all that trouble. But yo, that program was brutal. You can't 90 people in a dorm, you can't even talk. You can't talk, and if you do, now you got inmates telling on you. Like, if we're talking and this dude over here saw it, he could go write us up, and now we're in trouble. Like, you guys are starting a whole big problem here. Like, you have inmates telling inmates. Of course there's going to be fights. Like, you can't, and that stuff's just petty. Let's worry about the real stuff. Talking in the dorm, like, come on.
Dude, worrying about the real stuff is hard. That's why people worry about the little shit.
It's true.
You worry about the big shit, like,
there's no better time, though, than sitting in jail to worry about, like, you know what I mean? When you got that time, I've sat in that cell for weeks, in seg for 20 days with no other person, like, just going crazy. And it's just, people have it's a lot to deal with, man.
Well, you should have a sharp mind, because I can tell you, like you see some people, right? Like, you say something to them and they get so sensitive. Bro, there's not a harsher critic out here or that'll say something worse than what I say to myself.
Absolutely.
You can't say nothing more than I'll beat myself up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, a lot of shit, it just goes off because, dude, you can't be harsher on me than I've been on myself. You're not gonna tell me shit about myself that I haven't already fucking told myself or continue to tell myself. So, like, most of it I laugh because I'm like, dude, you're not even actually close to what I used to say. But a lot of people, it's like they never been to that.
That's a big part.
Or whatever. Like, they don't look at themselves. Like, what's fucked up about me? They'll say, you're fucked up, you're fucked up, you're fucked up. But not look at themselves. So when somebody comes along and be like, hey, you're acting like an asshole, they get all fucking pissed off. Like, dude, are you acting like an asshole?
That's the thing. You gotta, if it's yes, you gotta be able to take it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Acting like an asshole. Like, you got it. I apologize.
And if people can accept it, things will get better from there. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's.
If it goes to, you say, John, you're acting like an asshole, and now I get all upset and I'm like, oh, you're under arrest.
Yeah.
Now you hate me.
Yep.
Now I'm an asshole, and you fucking, and I just proved everybody's point that the cops are fucking assholes. So when you tell them about themselves, they lock you up, right? You can say, yo, John, you're acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you're right. My bad.
Changes everything. What? The whole game.
Like, now like, you know what I'm saying? We live to fight another
Yeah,
tomorrow.
It's true. And
I think, dude, you could, on a small scale, not like, I'm not saying a small scale, like your thing's small.
No, I agree. The whole world,
right?
yeah.
And it's such a bigger problem than me, and it's so far beyond my reach. It's not a whole lot I can do like on a personal
In your community,
if
like
I take a personal investment in somebody, and I know you, right?
Yeah.
I know who you are, I know you, and I'm the one that got to deal with you.
Yeah.
Instead of locking you up, I try to keep
Yeah.
I see you out, keep giving you credit, because I know eventually you're gonna be ready.
Yo.
And it's a small battle I can win, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Change the world, but
Yeah.
it is small battles.
I mean, people ask me all the time, like, yo, come out to this place and this place, and usually I'm doing local stuff. I'm like, this is my community. I gotta. And John, to be honest, like, yo, it took me a long time to get to this point. I watched these videos for a long time,
Yeah.
and then I kept going. And I'm not. You were a cop. I think you. How long have you been on the force?
17 years.
Yeah. So you were a cop, but you weren't there. Yo, they beat me up in my front yard and Keating because I ran and I got away, and then they came to and I gave myself up. I had my hands up. They slammed me on the ground. They all jumped on me, whooped me, hurt me, wouldn't give me, like, yo, they didn't let me make a phone call until the next day. I needed medical attention. They wouldn't bring me to the doctor, the hospital. The next day at 12, they let me make a phone call. I bonded out. I had to go straight to my doctor, and he sent me straight to the hospital. I had to have emergency surgery for the next day for a hernia. It was 2011. I had a hernia, and when I ran and when they jumped on me and threw me all around, it fucked it up way. And there was documentation because I had just been to my doctor like 2 weeks before, so he knew it was that small. Like, and if that happened today, things would be way different because it would get handled way different. But like, and I was wrong. I shouldn't have ran. But like, yo, I was sitting on my steps with my hands up, smoking a cigarette, 120 pounds, soaking wet, strung out.
Like, bro, I don't like it, right? Like,
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Me personally, I still don't like it, right?
Does it happen?
I've had to call the police department because I'm like, I try to be respectful, right? If I have a gun, I say,
Yeah, do it right, man.
I want to let you know my gun, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, get out the fucking car. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the routine.
There's my ID. They look at my ID. They call here and they're like, is this guy real? I'm like, dude, you think I'm lying? I tell you I have a pistol and have a fake police ID, but like, I hate getting put over, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I'm a person too, so like, a lot of times in mine, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm like, dude, you wouldn't talk to me like that. Like, if I took your parking spot at the mall, you wouldn't be talking to me like that right now. But you can, because I'm not about to fucking get bitch for that dumb shit.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need the lecture, dude. I know I shouldn't speed. My bad. I sped.
Yeah.
You speed? Yes. It won't happen again.
And that's the thing.
That's why I hate tickets, dude.
And my thing is equality too, because I feel like cops on duty do a lot of stuff they shouldn't do, like, you know what I mean, and speed. I watched Giller fly down this street the other night.
Dude, you got, like, everybody's different, but I look at it for me. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm
Yeah.
not going to arrest you.
Yeah. For something you do. Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I'm not perfect, dude. I speed, right?
Yeah.
I fuck up sometimes, and I'm not paying attention, and I will, like, sometimes I talk on the phone.
I feel like it happens.
I'm not an angel, dude.
Yeah, no.
I'm not an angel, right? But I'm not gonna be no hypocrite and lecture you and give you a bunch of fucking tickets
for nothing.
And a ticket's bullshit, dude. It's Christmas time. I'm gonna give you a $300 ticket. Now you're not gonna be able to buy. Like,
yo, that's crazy though. To hear you say that though is awesome, because you know what I mean. You think about everything. Like, I don't hear that a lot from people.
Like, my mind is like, sometimes my best friend, other times my worst enemy, dude. Because it's like,
yeah.
Like, that's how I look at it. And okay, you plead not guilty. But guess what? Now you're gonna
still going.
Now guess what? You gotta take a day off from work.
Yeah.
And now you gotta go there and you might have to donate money or whatever, but you're still losing money. For what? Is it gonna make you speed less to pay a ticket? No.
No.
Like, dude, hey, you're speeding. Just do me a favor and slow it down.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and a $300 ticket?
Yeah.
You get the same outcome.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop speeding. You're gonna say, all right.
Yeah.
The difference is fucking revenue, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is. And the thing is that's what it's about too, is a lot, there ain't no real victim, and you know what I mean, speeding, all this stuff, like, yeah, it's not, you may hurt somebody if you crash, but like, it's
millions of, it's just by the night, we've got millions of automobiles on the road.
Yeah.
They're gonna hit into each other, right? Like, I'm not saying you need traffic laws, right?
Absolutely.
But what's the financial incentive
isn't right.
You're not gonna say, oh, I just got a $300 ticket last year.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and when you're doing it, the ticket's really not even on your mind, because most people just speed, just drive, and you know what I mean, get lost in the drive.
You're listening to the music, you're not looking.
Yo, I got pulled over by the Stadies a couple months back, and they were awesome. I mean, they were.
Late for my own
yeah.
People tell me, like, when I gotta be somewhere, a half hour before it starts,
Yeah, that's how it is with my girl. She can't. I gotta. Yeah.
But I think if people took like an approach, like a human approach, like, hey, what the fuck do I do that I'm fucked up? I'm not gonna bang you for that.
Yeah.
Either I'm gonna be real and not give you tickets, or I gotta clean my own shit up.
Yeah. Yup.
But you're not gonna be able to clean your own shit up because there's no perfect human being.
No.
If you took the fucking book of laws, me and you just sat down.
Yeah.
We break like so many of them. I can tell you myself.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I hate people online, because everybody's always like,
I'm breaking one right now. Like, I'm parked too close to the curb.
You're not perfect. And I admit it, I'm not perfect. I get in trouble at times. You know what I mean? You guys have smoked me for two parking tickets in the past couple months.
Being perfect, though. I think
and
if anything you can take from this, dude, it's a dialogue, right? People are looking for a dialogue. They don't like the fact of, like, nobody wants to be preached to. Nobody wants to be like, I'm holier than thou. How dare you fucking speed? How dare you get into a fight?
Yeah.
How dare you have one more drink than you should? I'm arresting you for DUI. And then that same weekend, the guy that just arrested you see him at the bar and you're like,
yeah,
fucker,
yo,
are you kidding me? That's what pisses people off. That kind of shit is like what? The
DUI stuff is, I don't agree with. Even like, yo, I almost died. I got hit on 89 coming home I worked at FedEx at 8. And that's what messed my whole life up. That's what started me on drugs, that car accident. Like, this dude was drunk and we were going around the blind corner on 89. Yeah. And he was 4 feet in our lane doing 70 plus and we were doing 50 plus and we hit head on.
But my thing is, if you're going to be Mr. Morality on DUI, like, that means, dude, come on. I can pull up my phone right now and get an Uber or a Lyft from anywhere, right?
Yep.
So if you're going to be the police and say you can't drink and drive, and you should never drink and drive, right? There's no excuse.
No, there's not.
Everybody got a smartphone.
Yeah, everybody. It's the same thing with the camera. I tell everybody that too. Everybody got a camera, man. You guys can do the same thing I'm doing. Anybody can do it. It's just...
Dude, it does take balls, though, because it's one thing to watch it on a screen. It's another thing to do it in real time when you got to be on top of your game. You know people can Monday morning quarterback you when they got all the time in the world to go through your thing. If you want to say, oh, you should have said this, you should have said that.
Yeah.
It's different when you're interacting.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta think.
Well, and I'm not your puppet. Like, I'm here to ask my questions and do my thing. Like, it's not my job to make you guys look bad. I love coming and talking to you. I love having this positive interactions and stuff. And I wish it could be like this all the time. But, like, I'm also not here, like, because sometimes people are like, oh, you shouldn't have said this, you shouldn't have said that. Like, yo, I'm here in real time with my emotions. It comes out how it comes out. Maybe I'm not. And, yo, if you watch me 6 months ago, I was way more aggressive and way different, and I've tried to tone it back because I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? I see myself on there and I let something stupid get to me that they say, you know what I mean, slick, and I go back. Sometimes you meet cops and that's what they want to do. They want to make you get. So I've had to learn to reel that back too, because it's mutual. Like, same thing you were saying before. I can't be mad at you and then go see the next cop and just automatically be a dick because you were a dick. You know what I mean? I got to give everybody a fair shot. And yo, I just got a thing from New London. Their officers pushed me around their parking lot in August, like literally pushed me around, didn't charge me, didn't detain me, nothing. I never even called or complained. Like, I talked to them a couple months after. People from online called and complained, and it started an internal affairs investigation. And yo, they just sent me the thing saying he was guilty. They found him guilty for assaulting me and violating my rights for nothing. Like, so now what?
Okay, this is going down. This is what I don't, right? Like, your views are not your thing's not private, right?
Nope, it's public.
If I didn't know you, right? I heard about it.
Yep.
Literally, like, so I used to do sports, right? And I used to watch like teams and all that shit, like, just try to find their weaknesses, right?
Yep.
I could watch your videos and see, like, this is what you do, this is how to, like, every answer they fucking need to interact with you is right there.
Yeah.
And they still choose to ignore it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying, like, you don't big, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you let them be who they want to be.
Yeah.
But you give them a blueprint for, like, hey, I'm going to ask your name, which you have to give. I'm going to ask you your badge number, which you have to give. When you tell me no, you just... Well, if I'm asking you your policy, I already know your own policy. Yeah. So if I'm asking you a question, I already know the answer to my question, right? And when you break it, now you invited me in, right?
Yeah.
Being cool, and now...
And it wastes time for me, because now what? Like, at the beginning, I'll go complain on everybody that doesn't ID. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go do that. It's not about getting everybody in trouble. It's just getting everybody to follow the policy. You know what I mean? I have to follow the laws and my policies at work, and I feel like everybody should. And it's not, being a police officer is one of the most important jobs in this country. You know what I mean? You guys deal with you control people's lives once something happens. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people don't take that as serious as it is. Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not even that, their life.
Like,
you know what I mean?
High bar, but you should like step up to the high bar, right?
Yeah.
Nobody.
You signed up for this.
Dude, nobody put a gun to my head at 21 and said, "You need to do this job."
Yeah.
Yeah. I just fell into it.
Yeah, and you rode with it.
And now I'm like, all right, it's cool. You know, like.
Yeah. Well, we're lucky that you're out here because the community loves you.
I'll do something else after this. I'll do this for But if you hate it that bad to where you don't want to interact with people, well, guess what? At any point, you can say, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. And that's my point, yo. I've had cops yell at me, New Britain, scum, like, oh, we've had a bad day. Like, yo, take some time off. We know you can. Like, go get right and then come back.
It's not your fault I had a bad day. Right?
Exactly. And that's what I told him. Like, we still have an expectation of you to be professional to us. I didn't show up here for you to yell at me and tell me you had a bad day.
What I went through with the person before has nothing to do with the person I'm dealing with now, right? Like you said, right? Like, if you had a shitty time with a cop, you're not bringing that attitude with me, right?
Yeah.
Yep. If I had a shitty call before this, you don't know that. That has nothing to do with you. You gotta kind of find a way to like
mix it. Yeah.
You gotta leave it there.
Yeah.
That was that, and it's over, right? Like, it's like a closed chapter, right?
Yep.
Like everybody you deal with one-on-one is a new person.
Yeah.
I always try to let people set the tone, right? Like,
yeah, I know you do.
Say, hey, you're this, you're that.
Yeah.
But you're not none of that to me, right? When I interact with you, I'll deal with you all like towards me.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you can hate everybody else and not get along.
Yep.
But if you're fair to me, I'm always gonna be fair to you.
Yeah.
Their experience with you has no bearing on how
I Yo. And it's not fair with you guys because I feel like a lot of people do carry that weight over. Yeah, oh, this cop was a dick, so now I'm going to see this guy and I'm going to yell at him and be a dick to him. Like,
I interact with people hundreds of times, right?
Yeah.
Some people only have to interact with people twice in their life, right?
Yeah.
Or one time in their life with a cop.
Yep.
And the last time that cop was a dick, they have that one bad experience, right?
Yep.
So you got to kind of give them that leeway.
Yep.
Like, right, maybe the last
You're right. It does go both ways. I didn't even think about that.
You got to be confident, right? Like, my dog's a confident dog, right?
Yeah.
He'll never bite without being told. You know why? He's confident, right? He's confident in who he is, right? So you should be confident in who you are. When you let that person get off your chest, dude. People cussing out. Get off your chest.
Yeah.
I know you're not cussing me out, dude. You're cussing the person here.
No, but that's awesome to hear because a lot of people, you know what I mean, get upset in public and instead of being like, you know what, let this person go through what they're doing real quick and let them go. I hear cops, oh, you're breaching peace, you're swearing in public, even though there's nobody there to complain, and nobody's listening, and this and that. So it's good to hear, you know what I mean? Well, and I got to think about it, like, yo, it took you a long time probably to get where you're at, like, you know what I mean?
Like when I came on, dude, I kept, like, one thing I always did, bro, is I kept my friends, right? My friends are my friends from back home.
Yep.
I never, like, I came here, this is my job, I care about the people I work with, I care about the community, but
absolutely.
Like, I don't do the whole, like, shit, like, you know, like, I got my own life out here, so I don't get lost in this, like, this world, but you gotta figure out who you are, and then, like, you have to mature at a more rapid rate. Yeah,
because it's more important.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you might start out thinking, like, respect is earned, it's not
no, you're right about that.
You come in this job thinking that they're gonna have to give you respect. Guess what? You're gonna have a hard career.
Yeah.
But if you let people like set the tone and you earn their respect, and dude, that's why like you gotta be a person, right? Like I hate being called officer. I hate that shit.
Do you?
I just like being called John. Dude.
That's what I call you. It's just what I know you by.
I'm out of here. What's up, John? You know what I mean? Like when this officer is like you're looking at this uniform, bro.
Yeah, that's not me. You know what I mean? It's a job.
I mean, it ain't gonna say on my phone.
It's but yo, you don't hear most, and I'm not gonna say most, but what I see a lot is like the cops that become cops, yo, their life is cops. They're a cop outside of work, they're a cop in work. You know, I saw a video yesterday, a dude's daughter dropped a candy wrapper when they were walking down the road, and it landed in a cop's driveway. He was off duty, came out, ran over, slammed the dude on the ground, did all this stuff to him just from the candy wrapper. Like he was like, yo, we could have just went back and picked it up. I didn't even see it, and he got charged. Like. But yo was like, I'm an off-duty cop, like yo, crazy stuff. Like yo, dude, this is your home life.
Guy, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And you're lucky you didn't run into the wrong person that day, because somebody else might have messed you up. It doesn't.
Dude, the thing is like, it's like, this might sound bad, but I think like a lot of times, like when you say like, I seen you and I'm like, oh hey, I'm an off-duty cop. It's like posturing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like okay. So
it's like name dropping almost. You know what I mean? Like this is I'm better, or
like, dude, you better back down. Well, if I'm wrong, you're not gonna care if I'm the president of the United States, right?
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You just make yourself look worse by saying that.
Yeah. No, that's awesome to hear. I'm gonna let you go though, because I know you're busy. Yo, I still want to come see the dog. I don't know if they're mad at me now and won't let me or not, but like, I want to come and do that. Like, yo, the last time I seen you when we talked about it, the next day is when she arrested me. That's why I didn't come out. I took like a little break from the town because I was
out for like a week too.
Were you? Yeah, but that you came back, right? That was when I seen you. I was gonna come out that weekend and look for you, but she arrested me that next day, and I was like, I'm giving that town a break.
I gotta like, you gotta do it during the daytime.
Next, you gonna be on next weekend?
Yeah.
I don't know what my plans is this week.
Bro, I'm usually, if I'm not on a call or like, I'm usually parked here because this is like the center of town.
Yeah, no, this is a good spot because you can get to wherever. Even when I come hang out, I hang out right here.
Between 3 and 11, and it's my canine car.
Yeah.
It's me, dude. You check them out. It don't matter if it's my dog.
No, I know, but like even Glowed, like I sent him a message after, like, and not rude to him, but like, yo, what's changed? Because like this is crazy.
Yeah.
Even the night with Saplicki, like, yo, I've taped him 100 times. Why did you yell at me that night? Like I didn't do anything wrong, and like I feel like something shifted with certain people, and I had made peace with a bunch of you guys, like Ravella and I forgot the other dude's name off the top of my head, but like I had a few issues with a few people, and like we talked it out, and it seemed like everything. I'd see him, what up, like, and then to get that, I was like, what the heck, but. So he hasn't answered me, so I didn't know if they're mad at me. Like, I got to do what I got to do. You got like she messed up and we got to correct it. But like, I don't have beef with you guys over it. Like,
dude, let me tell you, if I fucked up and you said, John, you fucked up, and I got to do my job, right? I respect what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
The next day, I'll bullshit with you here because it's not personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so no.
She's just young. I don't know what she is. She's young. She's got to understand the First Amendment. Like, you know what I mean? Like our rights. Like. I don't know. She came over telling me I'm yelling. Well, she's yelling at me. Like you guys were 40 feet away. I spoke the appropriate distance. I wasn't out there yelling. Like
I think for me, right? Like if I know, like you could be 10 feet from me, dude.
Yeah.
Just let me do my thing.
Exactly. And yo, I feel like I've always been respectful. When I first started, I was standing 40 feet away.
I can say dealing with you, especially when I need it. Like when I said, like, when certain situations, I said,
I always try to be respectful. Like, yeah. You know, I mean, like, it's not my goal to make your job harder. It's just my goal to document it. Yeah.
Never made it worse. And when I needed you, like, for certain situations,
it
was a mentally.
I remember right here.
You know what I mean? You've been respectful. You know
I've shut my camera off a few times, not just for you, for other officers. Like, yo, I'm not here to somebody.
Like you're there to
no, I'm just here to document it. And if you guys start yelling at me, then I'm gonna. You know what I mean? I'm gonna. Most of the times I'll give it back. Sometimes I won't. But like, if it's something serious, yo, I'll absolutely give you your space. And you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a dick, but if like when he was yelling at me that night, I back up to that sign. I'm not going to be able to hear anything. It's not about me being a dick. It's about my camera being able to document what's going on. And he don't look at it like that. And I don't know why. I mean, every time I filmed him, it was here. It wasn't like out on the scene. So I don't know if that's what spooked him or not. But like, everybody should know now I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm literally here just to document what's going on. And if I'd love to talk and interact with you guys because it makes it better. But if you guys don't want to talk to me, don't talk to me. But don't scream at me for nothing.
Like, now should be like the common goal part. Huh?
Yeah.
Like,
well, people love this. When I come out here and talk to you and Rivera, it brings it. You know what I mean? It shows everybody that you guys aren't all douchebags.
You're not going nowhere.
No.
You're not.
I'm not.
If anything, you're getting better, right?
Yeah.
So like, there should be some kind of common ground. Like, hey, you're gonna.
Well, I want to meet with.
You could like.
Hussey.
Back to the sports thing, right?
Yeah.
I could take some of your. If I'm on a scene, I could look at your stuff.
Yep.
And I could identify like where I'm fucking up, right?
Yep.
Because like my perception is different
than everybody's.
Then if you're 10 feet away, you're like, I could see myself. Like it's kind of like watching like play film. Like, oh fuck, I fucked up this play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't mind, dude. Some like.
No, and I could be cool with people. Like if we were at the next one and he was cool, I'll be cool. I might say something slick, but I'm not gonna be a straight douche to him. But like. I just want him to understand that, you know what I mean, 10 feet is more than enough space, especially when I stayed in his peripheral so he could see me. You know what I mean? I wasn't sneaking up behind him, making him feel uncomfortable. That's not my goal. There are people that do that.
It could be, these guys could have so much worse because I've seen videos where you could run to me, you're like, you're John, you live at X, Y, and Z. Everybody call his house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always play.
Well, they did this stuff with the mayor. Did you see that in the paper? Yo, they put a whole thing out saying that he's getting threats. And they put me in there, but they said that it was separate. Like, so I think viewers were calling it, and it's not even just viewers, because trolls do it too. They call and say crazy stuff to make me look bad. You know what I mean? But like, so now he's getting people hitting him up, and he's getting scared. But then they put in the paper a threat, and then their example wasn't even a threat. So are you really getting threatened, or are you just putting, like, to me it looks like a publicity stunt. I want to know what the threats are.
You can't control Like,
no, and I can't, and I don't tell people to go harass them. If you have a grievance or you don't agree with something, absolutely call them and file it. But I'm not encouraging people to harass these people. That's not the goal, and it's actually going to bring us all backwards. You know what I mean? That's like immature.
I look at it like, if you got time to threaten and harass me,
yeah.
Like, and very rarely does somebody, if somebody wants to harm you, do they warn you, right? Do they say, hey, I know you go to, Busquets at 11 o'clock. I'm going to come get you. Well, if you ever do want to harm me, please do that, because now
I know.
You're going to be there at 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so, like, I'm not saying that don't take the threat serious, but, like, dude, no.
Well, they said that, you know what the threats were? They put in the paper, somebody said, I hope you and your whole family get cancer, which is not nice. I'll say that, but that is not a threat.
Yeah, but you ever play video games?
Yeah.
They say way worse.
Oh, way worse. I just don't think he can handle it. But, I've had him stand here in this parking lot right here, dude, on one day, the day they were doing something here. My camera was off. And that's the only time he'll really talk to me is when it's off. So I asked him, I said, hey, bro, why is the police department withholding public records from me? His words were, you should be out FUCKINGBITCHESs instead of worrying about that. As our mayor, dude, that is the last thing you should say to me.
But, dude, that's such a simple thing to say, right? Like, you could say that, like, you could tell me that's a better thing to do than doing the police.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Okay,
but I'm coming to you for help. Your job is to help me.
No, what I'm saying is, like, okay, everybody could say there's something better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right? Like,
no, I get what you're saying now.
Like, if I'm passionate about
it,
no, I'm doing this right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a simple
Well, and people like, you don't work, you see me all the time. I'm usually in my work clothes. Like, I work all day and then I get out and I come do this. Like, yeah. 20,000. I was before we started this live, I was 3 people away from 20,000.
Yeah.
I've only been doing this 6 months, bro.
Dude, don't read the comments. Like,
I don't feed through them.
I'm not a social media guy, but I just feel like it's so simple. Like negative advice, they could just put it out there and then they don't never got to deal with it. If you read that and then you internalize it, now it takes up like space in your head. You know?
No, you're right.
Just keep,
No, you're right.
The numbers show you're doing well. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you don't need, like,
bro, 6 months, over 5 million minutes watched, over 5 million views.
Because I know we were talking about like, how many you gotta have to add.
Yeah.
Like,
that was over there. I remember all this stuff. Like,
one thing about you, dude, is you're out here humping it. Like, you're consistent.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you come out here, try to get a little baby video,
No.
and then dip away.
You'll see me out here for 6 hours walking around. Like, this is I care. This is a passion, dude. Like,
dude, I respect anybody that got a passion for something and keeps plugging away at it.
Yeah, and I only do it because of how I was treated my whole life. Not like just Willimantic. All the departments. I've been abused by all these departments. Like, and it's as a citizen of this community, and I could give you guys credit because this town is 50 times better than it was when I went to jail in 2014. You guys killed the drug game out here. There is not, well, let me tell you, dude. I remember when I was getting high, I could walk up to any of these streets and get stuff. It's not the same anymore.
In 06, like, I'm from Norwich, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They did me dirty too. Yeah.
I was like, where the fuck am I, bro? Because like heroin was like taboo, right?
Yeah.
Like, now it's like, the crazy thing about heroin, dude, is like, you know this, nobody gave a fuck about Willimantic back in the day.
No.
Right? Everybody's like heroin town.
Yeah.
Whatever, fucking.
That's what they labeled it, and then they left it.
All the junkies up, right?
Yeah.
Now when like it hits the suburbs, now it's like, oh, we can't, you shouldn't arrest that. You shouldn't arrest that. You should offer him help.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all great things, right?
Yeah.
Where were y'all at when?
Yeah, when we
had
needed
no
it.
resources, when everybody needed help. But
Everybody.
Go nowhere. It's not until it spread to like the nice communities that.
Yeah. No, you're right about it too.
You're gonna go back 20 years, 30 years, and all these people's lives you ruined by giving them felonies for possession of narcotics.
Yeah.
Are you gonna erase those because you should?
I got a bunch of them from this. You know what I mean? Like
a misdemeanor, right? Which I agree with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most definitely should be a misdemeanor. But like, are we gonna go back?
Yeah, it should. No, and you're absolutely right because it should. Because you know how many I got for stupid shit? A bag of dope. You know what I mean? Go to jail for a whole year over it.
Job application, you gotta check you're a felon, right?
Yeah.
And probably they're not even gonna read past it, right? They're gonna see the checkbox. They're not gonna say, "Oh, I was a felon because I was addicted to it." So, you know what I mean? So,
well, I'm eligible for a pardon, but these stupid arrests that they just put on me, I have to beat now before I could get a pardon. But
the weight of it.
Everything I'm on, though, I could beat. Literally everything that they've charged me with, I could beat. It's just gonna take, like you said, years.
Though, dude, like, you could get the pardon right now, but now you gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, things happen for a reason, though. I believe that. You know what I mean? Like,
if you believe in it and you stand stand on it. As every day when you go home, you know there's the right thing you do.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And that shit is priceless. You know what I mean? So people might think you're crazy. Like, dude, the way I talk about the dogs, people think I'm nuts.
I know you love those
you know
dogs.
Passion,
I know
right?
you
like,
do.
Bro, I'm gonna stand on it. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna fucking stand.
Well, like you said before, the dog's confident. You know why that dog's so confident is because of the way you carry yourself and the way you train him. You know what I mean? The dog's like an arm of you. You know what I mean? If you were a crappy trainer or a crappy person, that dog would be doing. He would be biting people when he's not supposed to. Yeah, exactly. Like a hothead. Like you said, he don't bite when he's not. It happens. I see it all the time online. That dog bites people that he's not supposed to because he wasn't trained right or. Exactly. And that's the thing with cops. You don't got to do nothing. A dog in California bites somebody. There's going to be people over here like, oh, watch out for John's dog because he's going to bite you.
Bro, you want, like, this dog's supposed to be like a badass, right? Like,
yeah. Is he a Belgian?
No, he's a German Shepherd.
Okay.
But the toughest of essence, right?
No, I love German Shepherds.
People for dumb shit, like, you make the whole credibility of the dog, the whole point
yeah,
of the dog,
absolutely.
You make it look stupid.
Yeah.
Like, biting somebody for a larceny, like,
yep.
It's a non-violent misdemeanor, dude. Like,
let him be.
Go after the real tough guys, dude. You want to be tough with your dog?
Yeah.
And I got love for any canine guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go after like worthy opponents.
Yeah.
Go after a guy that's a bad dude.
Yeah.
That's out here doing
that you need the dog for.
Exactly.
Don't be putting them on things you don't need them. Or even like you said, petty crimes. Like I don't even care if the dude's gonna get away. Let him away. You can get him later for a larceny. Don't let that dog chew on him. That's one thing I could say, yo. And if you talk to other officers about me, yo, I used to run. I probably got away from Willimantic cops more than anybody in this whole town. Like there was a period, yo, they were chasing me daily, and I was getting away. But anytime they showed up with that dog, I wasn't going nowhere. I was petrified of them dogs.
Hell of a good tool, like used correctly, right? But like it goes back to like what I said before. The ball,
what up, guys? I see you.
The ball. If I take on this job, dude, I should be able to run faster than you, right?
Absolutely.
To, right?
Absolutely.
I don't eat pizza, right?
Yeah.
I like to work out just for
yeah.
So, but that's the job, right? I should never be lazy because think about it too. If you call, say you need police, right?
Yeah. And it's something serious.
You want tip-top.
Yeah. What if it's life or death? You know what I mean?
Showing up, right?
Yeah.
Some people you're like, dude, I might as well never call. This is what I'm.
Well, it's like the guy that assaulted me in New London, big fat white dude named Burgerson. Like, what do? They leave you at the PD just to harass people? Like, you couldn't. If I wanted to run from him, if I actually committed a crime and took off, he would have never been able to catch me.
All right, buddy,
but yeah, I'm gonna let you go do your. Yo, I appreciate you. I'm gonna come out next. I'll be around. I want to meet the dog for real.
The canine's here. Cars here after 3. It's me.
All right. I'll come see you, bud. I appreciate you. Yeah, be safe. Yo, what up, guys? Let's go through. That was John. I did not know it was going to turn into a 40-minute conversation, but it did, and he's always awesome. We just left the PD and handed in complaints on the officers, the 3 officers that were there when they arrested me for talking in public, and I had to hand in another one on Rosado because they cut out the part about him calling me a snitch in the last one, and I had to add that. Let me see who's here. We'll give everybody a shout out real quick if we got some people. I see Jimmy. What up, Jimmy? We working this week? Tommy, I see you. Northeast Outdoors. J-Lo, I love you. I'm out here. Where are you at? Bike Guy, what up? Dim Sum, you're always awesome. Jimmy again. J-Lo, Bike Guy. Pink Tights, what up? National, my guy. Melissa, it's always awesome to see you here. You've been popping back in lately. I appreciate it. I'm out here. It got cold quick, so I'm going to start walking back across town to, what time is it? 5:12. I got to get my son at 7. So I'll walk across town. If I see anything else, we'll pop on. This one was awesome. We had like 17, 20 people at the end. We got 26 likes. I appreciate all of you.